simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
From the red zone, it's Riley. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
to the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score and touched it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Auburn lines up quickly. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
They'll give him a couple, then leaves him with 3rd and 8. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball was not picked. You have to be so careful. If you're throwing the perimeter of the field into double coverage, you better be sure your guy's open. You better be sure it's an accurate throw. Lucky that one wasn't a pick 6.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Kane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Kane. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Pena. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Riley. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Just keep slinging it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes. This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no. Just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake of fumbling the first pass.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
That's caught. It's Riley. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here's a hit. Grab near the sticks. It's pulled. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Russell. And he runs it across goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, that was got him.
Extra point here will tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Auburn lines up quickly. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes the offense on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Cutler. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Riley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking for room. It's Riley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Looking to get it in. Touchdown tie. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. They want to run it left here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll try it over the left side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. Oh, look out on the right. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas, and that's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. start this drive going to the air. Grabbing behind the line, it's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Makes the catch. It's Kane. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Davidson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. Looking to buy time. Intercepted, number 19. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
That's reeled in. It's Riley. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that work. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. comes the Auburn offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The play action fake. Got a man, it's Kane. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You see all these guys up front. They're strong in the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations, and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Finding an escape route. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gumper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Davis looking to pass. Release to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he's down after making the grab. Good pick up there to help him dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Going right to work up top. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.